Stock ticker symbol EONR has made over a 45% move in 2 hours today, and the stock was on my scanner right out of market open. In today's video, we are going to build said scanner step by step. Not only will we build the scanner, but we will also build a couple of custom columns so that you can sort the scan results and find the stocks that are most likely to make very volatile moves. As you can see here, this is another ticker that was on the scanner, ASST, made over a 65% move today in under 30 minutes. Purpose of this scan is to find volatile stocks that are inexpensive. This is going to be perfect for any trader looking to attempt to quickly grow a small account. So hop on over into the scan tab. We're starting with a blank slate. Let's go ahead and start building this thing. Let's go ahead and start with the inexpensive filter, as that one's very easy to understand. What I'm going to do, click on add filter here in the top right, add a stock filter, and I am going to add a stock filter of the data type last. This just means whatever the last printed price of the ticker was, and I am going to set my max to 10. So I only want to see stocks that are trading at or below $10. We are currently returning almost 39,000 results. If I run this scan, we have narrowed that all the way down to 6,500 results. And if I sort by this last column here, you will see that none of these stocks are currently trading over $10 a share. Remember, there were two major conditions to the thesis of this scanner: inexpensive and volatile, because volatility is what creates opportunity for active traders to make money. You can't make money on stocks if they're not moving, right? So to filter for volatility, what I'm going to do is I'm going to once again add another stock filter, and this time I'm going to add the filter shares. Shares represents the obviously total number of shares of a company, and how you should think of this is the supply of the stock. And basic laws of supply and demand state that when there is more demand than supply, the price will go up. So when searching for volatility, when trying to find an objective value to measure volatility against, shares works very well, because if we put in a low max number here, we will only be seeing low supply stocks, which means it's going to take less demand, or in the stock market cases, volume, in order to move said stock. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set my max shares to 10 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we have gonna drop down from 6,500 results. Wow, a perfect even 1,000 results. That's nice. Now we drop down to 1,000 results, and now we are seeing stocks once again trading under $10 and with less than 10 million total shares available to trade. Now we're just going to add one more stock filter to this scanner. The scanner itself is very simple. Remember though, however, next we are also going to build some custom columns, which are very important, because being able to properly sort the results is what's going to show you what are the best setups every single day. But the last stock filter we are going to add is going to be of volume. Take a look at the current stocks we have on our list. If I make myself a little bit smaller, move my big head out of the way here, our first stock on this list, I mean, I have it sorted top down by last right now, which is a kind of pointless sort, but at this point it doesn't matter. ALVR, top stock on the list, 53,000 shares traded. If I go look at ALVR and we are on the 5-minute chart, this is absolutely not an intraday chart you should be trying to trade. You try to trade these low volume things, there is awful bid to ask spreads, which means you are going to get awful fills. There is not really anybody looking to buy on the other side, so you will end up getting stuck in trades. Just always avoid this low volume stuff, and always avoid people that are telling you to trade this low volume stuff, because they're telling you to trade it for a reason. It's easy to pump these low volume numbers if you can inject a following into them. If you can inject volume into these kind of stocks, they are likely to pump. These are prime pump and dump candidates. So whenever you hear anybody suggesting that you should be buying these stocks, I'm not here to say they're all pump and dumpers. I'm here to say beware. Anyway, let's hop back over into our scanner. I'm going to set a minimum volume so that only these stocks will be shown on my scan results to 200,000. Now, if I run my scan, we drop from 1,000 stocks down to 83 stocks. So we are now looking at inexpensive stocks that are likely to be volatile, and especially so because we have increased the demand required in order for the stock to be on our list. Now let's start to talk about sorting, because just because you found stocks that are more likely to be volatile than not, it doesn't mean anything if you can't find the correct way to sort them so that the most likely return at the top of your scan results. One default column you could sort by is percent change. Top stock right now is ASST. If I type in ASST, you will see immediately the first problem that comes with sorting by this column. ASST is a huge gapping stock that did make a big move earlier. However, right now, it just looks really bearish and honestly not that interesting for a long position trade. Percent change is just going to show you stocks that have made a move, not necessarily stocks that are making moves right now, and that's what we want to utilize these columns to sort by. So percent change, probably out of the picture. Not useless, but probably out of the picture, not amazing. The next is volume. Oh, and once again, ASST is the top stock when we sort top down by volume. And for the same reasons, sorting top down by volume is not amazing, right? ASST had a ton of volume hours ago at the morning, at the open, when it was volatile. But once again, right now, it's not trading that much volume. Still, as I mentioned earlier, it's kind of downtrending, doesn't look that interesting for a setup. So let's go ahead, and if I hop back into my right tab here, let's go ahead and start building out, utilizing custom ThinkScript code, some custom columns that are showing us in real time, because the data in these columns update in real time, which is amazing. So we will be able to see what is currently showing bullish signs for setting up for potential long positions from the types of stocks we are filtering using our scanner here. Before we hop into writing some custom ThinkScript code, I have to let you know that I have published over 90 of my own custom ThinkScript codes over on my website, daytradingstrategies.net. They include scanners like the one we're building today, including the custom scan columns, studies, and even trade strategies. So check out the website. It'll be linked in the description down below. Go read the reviews, check out the price under our codes, decide if it's something that sounds like it could accelerate your trading journey. To create a custom column in your scan results within ThinkorSwim, you are going to click on this little cog to the far right of your header columns, and you are going to click into Customize. From here in your lookup column, you're going to type in Custom. You'll see Custom 1 through 19 here. All you need to do is click on the scroll icon next to any of them, and then we are going to hop over into the ThinkScript editor. The first custom column we're going to build to help us sort to find stocks that are volatile right now is a very easy one. I want to look at the relative strength index value. The first parameter of the relative strength index function is of length. By default, that length is set to 14. It's taking the relative strength index calculation over the last 14 bars and giving you that average. I'm going to shorten that down to 4. So inside of my RSI parentheses, simply put the number 4, and then I am going to click on this D here. Ayo. And this represents our time allocation. I'm going to run this against the 5-minute chart. I'll name this something like RSI 5 min. Sure. This is going to show us what the 4 length RSI value on the current 5-minute candle is. Essentially, this is going to be a much faster updating relative strength index in real time to show us what is currently getting a spike. Obviously, go ahead and double click it so that it is in your running set here and run the scan. Then, of course, sort this column top down by clicking on the column header itself. The first stock we have here is IPXXW. That is a 5-ticker symbol. Probably not a great chart. It's not a great chart. 5-ticker symbols don't tend to be. This one's pretty light volume, but you wouldn't want to trade this one, right? This volume sucks. That's fine. We'll move on to the next one in a second. But look at what is happening here, right? This thing did just see a big green candle. And once again, we are on the 5-minute chart here. So now what I would sort of do is look at the volume as well, right? We have it set to a minimum of 200,000. That keeps a lot of the riffraff out, but you still want to be looking at the higher volume stocks. The first one on the list here, this has 1 million shares traded as MLG. And I see this one is actually red on the day, and it is, but getting a little spike right now. I will also mention, if you look up in the top left, I'm doing this at 118. Probably not the best time to be doing this. Where a custom column like this is really going to come into effect is right out of market open. Right out of market open when these stocks are sort of seeing their most volatility. I mean, look, SOPA is giving us it's at the top of our list because it just got a pop from 104 up to 112. So this thing is actually making a nice move now, right? But obviously, as I was saying, this sort of scan column will work real well when the stocks are getting their heaviest volume during the first hour of the trading day. That's really when you want to look at something like this. But as you can see, SOPA, I now have a running list of the most volatile stocks in the market and the ones that are getting pops right now. The next step is to go ahead and open up this left-hand pane here on your charts. I have named this scanner my DTS 10 mil scan. So from my watch list gadget, I'm going to run, obviously, that scanner. Then just like I did on the scan page itself, I'm going to click on this little cog, click into customize, and then I will look up that RSI 5-minute column, which I believe we set to this one. I have two with the same name on accident, but yeah, this looks like the right one. I will set this up here. I will sort this top down. Then ensure that your chart link here is the same color and number as the link to this scanner. Now, all day, I will always have a live updating list here of stocks that are inexpensive, volatile, and currently getting pops. You'll really never miss a move again if you set up your scanner in this sort of way. As you can see, every single one of these stocks I'm clicking on right now is currently getting a move in the upwards direction. Once again, if you are interested in seeing the volatile, inexpensive stocks that are popping right now, use this custom column, set up your watch list gadget, link them together, and then just click through. And once again, I wish I could show you it happening, but you will sort of see these numbers updating. These will update in real time. The column data updates in real time in ThinkorSwim Scanner. So all throughout the day, you can see it now starting to go. They're starting to reorder. All throughout the day, if something pops up really hard, it will jump immediately to the top of this list and you will know. So now let's talk about another way that we can sort our scanner to show us stocks that are getting moves right now. Once again, I'm going to come back into the customize on our scanner headers, and I am going to look up another custom column. I will click into my custom one here, sure, hop into the ThinkScript editor. Now, remember earlier I told you that sorting top down by this default volume column is not really all that useful because this is showing you total volume on the day. It often means that stocks just traded a ton of volume earlier and aren't necessarily right now. Well, what if we ran this code once again against the 5-minute time aggregation and we pulled in that volume data? Now, what will be shown once again in live updating form is the volume on the current 5-minute candle only. If I add this column, actually, let me come in and name it too. I'll name it volume 5 just so we don't get lost. Now, once again, as I run this column and I sort top down by it, giving it a second in to load in here, this is the volume on the current 5-minute candle of the ticker we're looking at. The number one stock right now is ASST, trading something like 660. Is that 660 or 66? I don't know. We'll see in a second. Trading something like 66,000 shares of volume on the current candle. If we come in and look and hover, oh, it is indeed over 660,000. It is now over 670,000 shares of volume on this candle. So that is a stock based on the stocks that we are filtered down to. That is the stock that is currently trading the most volume. And we actually, perfect timing, we actually just entered a new 5-minute candle. So you see everything sort of resorting, and whatever is trading the most volume on this candle, this new candle that just opened, is sort of finding its way to the top here, right? Just so we can look at a different stock here as ASST is back to the top of the list, let's come down and look at this DWTX. This is the third stock on the list, currently trading over 77,000 shares on its current 5-minute candle. And it is indeed, you can even see here, once again, this will all work better during the first hour of the day. I wish I was making this video right after market open, but you got to work with what you got. This stock is getting a little spike in volume. Nice. This stock is currently volatile, of the most volatile of their scan results, right? However, if we notice, this stock is getting heavy sell volume right now. I don't necessarily want to see stocks with heavy sell volume at the top of my scanner results. I am looking to long these stocks. I want to see stocks that are currently getting bullish spikes. So if we hop back into our code here by clicking on the scroll, let's go ahead and work on a way that we can fix this code so that it only shows the volume value if the candle is green. We can do this pretty easily by using a conditional if statement. If close is greater than open, basically if the current candle is green, then I want this column to print the current 5-minute volume. Else, I want this column to print 0, so that when we sort top down, candles that are currently red will not be anywhere towards the top of our scan results, right? If I go ahead and hit apply and we once again let this column reload in, we should now only be seeing the volume of the stocks that are currently getting green candles, and the stocks that are currently getting red candles, you will see all of these zeros on. So right now we've got that IPXXW stock, but we know that one's really not trading. That one's only there if it actually, let me show you kind of something that can happen here. IPXXW, this stock just isn't trading. It's currently 11, wait, maybe this stock halted. Something weird happened with this stock. Oh, it's some kind of like warrants or some crap. This isn't even a stock. That's what it is. This last candle is from 1140. It's currently 135. The stock just isn't trading. But unfortunately, since this is the last 5-minute candle, that is what this data is pulling from. So sometimes you may just have to skip over stuff like that in your scan results as you go. Anyway, let's jump down to the next stock. SLXN. If I type in SLXN, look at this. Nice. Stock getting a volume spike to the upside. Something you're probably interested in seeing, once again, from your watch list gadget here. You can do, once again, the same exact thing. Let's put volume 5 is already there. Oh, that's interesting. I must have maybe already set this one up that way. Anyway, you can see now as we click through these stocks, we are seeing the stocks that are currently trading the most volume to the upside on their current green 5-minute candles. The scanner and custom columns that we covered in today's video are actually already published over on my website. Clicking into our codes, clicking into the ThinkorSwim logo behind me, of course, we are going to go into scanners, but you will also have access to strategies, studies. You can copy my workspaces, etc. This is a day trading scanner. I will click into that, and I have gone ahead and named this scanner 10 mil, just to show you how easy it is to import any of the 80 plus codes from my website. They all will come with one of these share link URLs. All you do is copy that URL back within your ThinkorSwim, set up in the top right, open shared item, paste, preview, and import, and that will pop up a little modal with this scanner. You can go ahead and close that if you would like to just run it from your normal scan tab. You're going to click on this middle hamburger dropdown, load scan query, and I prefix all of my codes with DTS so that they are easy to find. DTS 10 mil scan is right there. And then from the site and our codes, if you go back into scanners, there is also a section full of custom scan columns, and the two that we covered today have share links in there. So check out the website, daytradingstrategies.net. For just $35, you're going to get access to all of these codes. It's over 80. It's actually probably over 90 by now. I haven't counted in a while, and I've been adding a ton, and you're going to get access to all of them for just $35. I'm obviously biased, but I don't see how that isn't worth it. It's like way less than 50 cents a code. Yeah, maybe like 40 cents a code when you use this coupon, and you can cancel at any time with just 3 mouse clicks under the My Account tab. So don't feel like you're going to get locked in to some kind of subscription or anything. But if you would like to get continued access to all the new codes I add, of course, remain subscribed. But anyway, daytradingstrategies.net. Once again, click the link in the description down below. Go read the reviews. Go click on our codes. Get signed up today. And of course, if you'd really like to go crazy and learn how to build all of these kind of codified strategies, scanners, studies, conditional orders, automated alerts, etc., yourself, you can check out the price of the course, potentially sign up for that as well if you're interested. Anyway, check out the site, link down below. In today's video, we created a live updating scanner of the most volatile stocks in the stock market so that you can have a real-time watch list to watch every day so that you never miss another volatile spiking move. Hopefully you find value in that. If you do, please take the half second, hit the like button. If you would like to continue learning, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And with all that being said, I'll catch you all in the next one.